Hello and welcome. So we're now in our second video about fixing my little ponies. So we will start with, so I did a bunch in a previous video, but I still had a couple left to do, and I didn't want to do too many because then it'd be too long, and it took a very long time just to do the ones I did do. So I wanted to sort of break it up. So here's my second bunch. So here's a few that I did in the first one, but I still had a few bits and pieces to do. So you have this girl here. She's been given a general wash and condition. So I need to go at her with something a bit stronger because there's still some stains on her. And maybe use some paints to work on some of her little features. Then we have this girl who, again, she also got a general wash and condition, and she's looking lovely for it. So I also put some gems in her eyes, so she's now got gems in her eyes as well. So she's also just got a few little marks on her body. I don't know if you can see. But other than that, she's in great condition. So I just need to try and remove those little marks there. And then the final one from last video is this girl here. So again, she's just got some marks along her body that the general wash didn't do, so like there. So I'm going to try and use something a bit stronger and see if that does the job. I also added some gems in her eyes since you last saw her, as you can see there. And I'm also going to attempt to repaint her horn, because as you can see, it's starting to discolor. So that's what I'm going to do for those three. Then if I set them gently down there, this is my bag of ones that I didn't get the chance to touch. So we have this girl here. So these are all going to get a general clean, and then once they're dry and all, I'll see if they need anything a little bit extra, maybe something a bit stronger. So for now, she looks like she just needs a general clean. There's not really any major marks on her, and she's got her gems in her eyes. That's good. The only main thing with her is she's got, I imagine it might be Play-Doh or something stuck to her hair. So I'll see if I can remove that. Hopefully a conditioner and a good brush will do that. But yeah, other than that, she's in pretty decent condition, so she shouldn't be too hard to work on. Then we have this girl here, and she probably will need something a bit stronger than just a general wash, because as you can see, she's also got pen on her. So I probably will, after I give her a general wash, go over again with something a little bit stronger. But at least she's still got her gems in her eyes, and yeah, hair needs fixed as well. It's kind of all over the place. But other than that, she's good, so just needs a strong wash. Then we have this girl here. Let me see. She's in reasonable condition again, just needs conditioned with the hair and a good scrub. She's also got pain on her stomach, so I will have to try and get that off with something maybe a wee bit stronger. How's her hornal? Her hornal's fine, so I don't think I need to go over them, so that's quite good. So hopefully just a strong wash will do her. Then we have this girl. She's also got her gems. I think all of them have their gems in their eyes. That's good. So her, and again, whoever had her previously loved riding on their stomachs, clearly. She's also got a mark on her stomach, so I will have to try and scrub that off. But other than that, just fix her hair and try and get these pen marks off. And then we have this girl who, nice be small one. Her gems are still in her eyes, although they're a little bit scratched. So I don't know if I might try and remove them and replacing them. I don't know yet. But I don't think I have gems that quite match them. So I might just keep them in for now until I find some. I don't think I have any nice blue gems. So I might leave them in for now until I get a hold of some. So she can keep them for now. And again, just some marks on her, which if they don't come off in a general wash, I will give her a stronger wash. And the final one is Miss Pinkie Pie here. And again, I think she just needs a good scrub, pretty much. A good scrub and a good conditioner with her hair. And she should be back in her great form. So, a few less ponies to do this time around, but I do hope to do something a little bit more focused. Not only give them a general wash, but I also hope to use something a little bit stronger for those that have like some pen marks on them. Also touching up on some of the features that have rubbed off over time. And yeah, just doing that generally. So we will see how that goes. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to do work my magic. Hopefully it comes out okay. And when you next see me, I will have them all dolled up and ready for you to look at. So bear with me. Okay, and I'm back. And as you see, I've got a change of outfit. It's been a few days. I actually ended up, because I had some Disney dolls to do as well. So I decided just throw them all in the bucket. My Little Pony, Disney dolls, put them all in the bucket, give them all a wash because they all require the same things. I'm not sure it's being very squeaky today. But anyway, so yes, did them all together, and they're finally dry, done, hair restyled. I say that loosely. But yeah, ready to show you what I've done. So I have them all behind me to make it a bit easier for me to get. So we'll start with this girl here. So you would have seen her in my first pony makeover. I got her all cleaned up and all, but she still needed a bit of work done. So I used a bit of silver and painted over her horn because the silver paint to come off. I also gave her some gem eyes because she didn't have gem eyes previously. And yeah, just gave her, she had a few marks that wouldn't come off, so I gave them another wee wash over. Thankfully most of them did, but unfortunately this bit here on the tummy hasn't still. It's gone down a wee bit, but it's still there, pretty much. But yeah, she's still looking very, very pretty, I think. So I'm very happy with her, so I'll set her there. Next one is this girl here, and I believe, is she the one I had two of? I did one in the previous video and then one in this one. I'm just realizing there must have been glue that has seeped into her hair because it's now on the, oh, that's not nice. I'm gonna have to give the top of the hair another wash, but anyway, ignoring that. That's unfortunate because the rest of hers come out really nicely. Look at that shine and the tail, and then the rest of her looks so pretty, and it's just sticking up. But yeah, as you see, it must have, whenever I washed her, some of the glue must have come out and it's gone into the hair. It does feel like glue, so I'm gonna have to get this little tuft here another wash. Look at it sticking up, and hopefully get that glue off. But oh dear, I didn't even notice that till I lifted it up there now. But yeah, she's looking very, very pretty other than this. So I will fix that, don't worry. I'll give her another wee wash and see. But yeah, she's looking very nice, a lot more shiny and pretty, and yeah, very happy with her. Then we have this girl here, and she's got like the little heart cutie mark. So I gave her a little curl in her tail, and the hair I just gave it a wash and a brush in order to try and keep the tinsel in. And thankfully the tinsel has stayed in, as you can see. It is still there. And again, just gave her a wash. And she's another one that has that little mark on her tummy. It hasn't come off, fortunately. I've tried everything. I tried magic eraser. I tried nail polish remover. I've tried everything, and it's not budging. So if you have any recommendations for how to remove that, let me know. But other than that, she's come out looking very, very, very pretty. Tinsel's sticking up all over the face though. Tinsel's hard to, make to stay still. It kind of just sticks up over the face. But yeah, that's that one. Third girl here she's looking very, very pretty. So there's the back where you just see all hair, and then like there she is. She is so pretty. There we go. And then that sweater thing. I feel like if Elvis was a girl and a pony, this is what he'd look like. Just look at that hair. I think she looks amazing. Very, very pretty. And then we have our smaller dolls. Hold on, come around to this side. These are all my smaller dolls. This is one of the most recent ones. This is Pinkie Pie, that's the name. So she's one I got from a carpet sale, and she was looking a bit rough, and I'm so happy with how her hair turned out because again there was so much tinsel in it. I was having a hard time making it stay put, but it's actually worked. As you can see, it's actually staying put and in a reasonable shape. And I also give her tail a little bit of a curl because it's Pinkie Pie. She deserved a little bowing in her tail, a bit like Tigger. And yeah, doesn't she just look so pretty? Absolutely love her. So that's her. Then moving on to this girl here. She what is she? She's also My Little Pony. She's an older one. And yeah, she's also come out looking really, really pretty. Like that. The only thing with her is the gems in her eyes are a bit scratched. As you can see, these are the original gems, and they're all scratched up. But I don't have any blue gems to replace them with. So maybe someday if I get a hold of some blue gems, I might try and replace these ones because they are quite scratched up. But for now, it's good enough. It's good enough. This is the one I had in my childhood. I think I showed it in the first video. I did try and fix it a bit more since then, but again, she's been well loved and she shows it. So she does. So not a lot has happened with that one, unfortunately. This one here, I decided to give her a wee plait. I'm just realizing I put it on the side that has the thing there. I probably should put it on the other side. But yeah, you learn. So I'll probably swap it over. In fact, let me see if I can do that now. Hold on. See if I can swap it over. Cause I'm holding it down with that elastic stuff. Let me see if I can change it around. I don't know because it's been sitting like that for ages. It wants to stay there. Okay, I guess it's just gonna live there. Maybe if I do these again, I'll swap it over to the other side. I should have done it on this side. Because that side has that. But yeah, there she is. Yeah, it wants to stay on that side now. But she's still very, very pretty. So she is. I did try and give her tail a little bit of a curl, but it hasn't worked as well, unfortunately. It is a little harder at these points because they're a lot smaller. But yeah, she's still looking very, very pretty. I just thought, because I think the reason I gave her the pigtail was, well, I'll try and tie it on this side, is I think some of her hair of her mane had come out because it was very, what's the word for it? What would be the word for it? There wasn't a lot of hair there, pretty much. It was very fine, and no matter what way I brushed it and all, it just didn't look nice because of it, because there was a bit of hair loss. So I thought maybe if I put it in pigtails, maybe it'll hide that a bit, and I think it has. Hold on, let me see if I can tie this up a bit. It's kind of stuck in the, oh gosh, just made it worse. I'm doing a great job. Let me see. Here we go. So yeah, there we are. It's now on the other side. I just thought if I put it in pigtails, or the plait, sorry, it would make it look a bit more full. But yeah, so it's not sitting as well on this side because I had it flat on the other side. Let me see if it looks a bit better. But yeah, she still looks very pretty. So she does. She came out well. She's good enough. It's just like a mini version of that one. So she is. So I think she's just like a small version of her. I might just have the two of them posed together. Anyway, moving on. Final one. Here she is. These are a lot easier to clean than the other ones because I guess because the plastic is, because these also had the things on the tummies and it has come off. So this plastic is definitely a lot easier than the more rubbery material. And yeah, I just gave her a wash and a wee brush, and this is how she's come out. And yeah, the hair, as you can see, is looking so much better. Literally just hot water, a bit of fairy liquid for the bodies, and then I used a magic eraser just on the more stubborn bits, which worked for most of the stains. Obviously, for a few of them that pen mark was not coming off, and then conditioner in the hair. I let it sit for a minute or two, and then I brushed it out, and then I gave it another wash to get all the conditioner out, and then another brush, and this is the end result. And I think, yeah, they've come out well. For someone who doesn't do this professionally, who just does it in her free time, literally I was given these, they were in a bag in someone's attic, and they were like, do you want them? And I was like, yes please. And they were a bit worse for wear. So the fact that I managed to, you know, improve them, even if it's just a tiny amount, I think is worth it. So I'm very, very happy for how they've turned out. Obviously, any tips or advice is greatly welcomed. I don't have any more to do. That's actually the whole bag that I was given is now done. But I'm sure I'll probably find more carpet sales and the like and want to do them up as well. So you'll probably see more in the future. But yeah, this has been such a fun journey and I've learned a lot working on these ponies, and I can't wait to put them all on display, especially with all the little ponies that I got from my surprise Saturday. I've been opening up a lot of My Little Pony on that there. So yeah, it'd be really nice to have them all together and looking just that little bit nicer than they were. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what was your favorite one, and again, any tips or any hints, anything, any advice, greatly appreciate it. I would love that. But yes, I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.